living things having a kind of consciousness. For instance, we know that animals are sentient. They think, they feel, they suffer, they can be happy, they have emotions. They, to some extent, they are self aware. And science has discovered that plants and trees are sentient. They respond to human emotions through their humans' voices. And experiments have shown that if you talk nicely to a tree, it flourishes. But if you curse it out and are mean to it verbally, it withers. So trees are sentient. People obviously are sentient. We're conscious and also self conscious. And so we are sentient, obviously. The thing becomes a little more complicated when you think of other things that could be sentient. Some geophysicists have postulated that the planet itself, the Earth, has sentience and defends itself. And this is very interesting. There was an experiment done on water. A person, if you take a pan of water, just 2 inches of water, and you put a design on a piece of paper, waterproof design, and you put it in the water, leave it there for a few seconds, remove the paper, freeze the water. When you take that 2 inches of water out, frozen in the ice is the image of the design you had put in there, in the water. So water has memory. It's been proven scientifically. And if water has memory, then water has some form of sentience as well. Now the thing is this, we're made up of so many cells, and the cells do business. They're busy. They're carrying out work, the nerves are responding, everything is alive, and so our cells are sentient because they're working, they're doing things. They are responding, they're emitting, they're keeping the body going. So many things are sentient. And then we can say, well, sentience belongs to things that have living cells. A human being has living cells, and each cell has a form of sentience, and the human being is sentient. Trees are made of living cells, and trees have a sentience. We can say that everything that is made up of living cells is sentient. And things that are so-called inanimate, such as rocks, boulders, cars, those we say aren't sentient because they're not made up of living cells. It makes perfect sense, except it doesn't. Philosophically speaking, it does not make perfect sense because cells themselves are made of atoms, and boulders are made of atoms, and trees are made of atoms. Cars are made of atoms. And if atoms hold an enormous amount of energy, if you split an atom, you get the atom bomb. There's a tremendous amount of energy in atoms, in cells, in biological systems. And if cells are made of atoms and cars are made of atoms, does that mean that boulders and cars might have a form of sentience? I mean, we know that insects have sentience. They don't sense things the same way we do, but they are aware of a different world. They can see ultraviolet light. They can detect odors and chemicals in the air that we can't. Animals can smell for miles, and it's different forms of sentience, but it is sentient. So could it be that cars have a form of sentience because they're made of atoms and they work? They do a function. they process things the way cells do? Philosophically, that holds water, philosophically speaking. But is it true? Who knows? We will probably never know. Now bring in the AI, the robot. The robot is not made of living cells. It's made of atoms. But it acts as if it were sentient. It's doing things. It's busy. It's executing processes that require a lot of complexity. Is there a form of sentience in the machines we make that we are not aware of? Sentience is something that we are beginning to realize is not exclusive just to human beings, or animals, or trees, or plants, or insects, or cells. Who knows? If everything then is made of atoms, every atom is made of energy, a tremendous amount of energy. Could it be that there is sentience there? We live in a mysterious universe, and I think we should not be too quick to be arrogant, too quick to be right. I think we should keep an open mind. And so if it's wrong to kick a dog, it might be wrong to kick a car. It might be.